Hey, 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 guess what? It is the Swypit Show, and I am right here in Frisco, Texas, your guru for everything credit card processing. And of course, we are on the Success Network, the people that know how to put me on the screen. And of course, you got to you got to, click on stuff. You got to go to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to do all that craziness in LinkedIn and Facebook or wherever you're watching this. Like it, share it. There's somebody that you know that's going to want to have some information that I'm giving you today. You may not think that that's a good little thing or what I'm talking about, but I'll tell you what, your friends, your family, your business contacts, whoever they are, they want to know this information. And today we're talking about, and this is it. This is hard for me. You ready? If you go to my YouTube channel right now, you can see me goofing it up. $922,412. There we go. What happens if you did a transaction just like that and your money was now held because your credit card processing company doesn't know what the hell they're doing? That's right. You could do a very large transaction with your current credit card processing company, and since the algorithms in your merchant account are set up with certain parameters, your funds are held. And you know what? A lot of these companies aren't going to call up and go, hey, guess what? We got a problem here. No, they're going to wait for you to call, because you could be going 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days and going, hey, where the heck is my money? I mean, I'm not getting anything. Then you call customer service. You call the 1-800-EAT-CRAP phone number that they gave you, because the guy that signed you up, he don't give a rat's ass about you. He signed you up. He's moved on. He's not giving you any service. I can't tell you how much service is so important for you and your business. If you want to just work with the shittiest company on the planet, go to the cheapest deal on the planet. The ones that guarantee we're going to be the cheapest on the planet. We're going to save you, save you, save you, save you. That's your problem. Stop looking for the cheapest crap on the planet. Why do you want the cheapest stuff? Do you buy the cheapest meat and cook it at home, or do you like a filet mignon? I mean, fillets might be expensive, but I mean, get yourself a T-bone or a New York strip. I mean, there's some good food right there, right? But if you did a $922,412 credit card transaction, your funds are held. You're going to call your company and see what the heck is going on with that transaction. Now, here's what happens. When the dude that signed you up, or the lady, because there's many ladies in our industry, they sell way more than us men because, well, guys that own a business sign up with women a lot more than they'll sign up with a guy. And women, business owners, will sometimes sign up with a guy more than they'll sign up with a woman. I think that's correct, but I've seen that happen over the 23 years I've been in the business. But of course, you've got a transaction that has algorithms. You've got a merchant account that has algorithms. So they're going to ask you, let's say you were brand new in business, and that average transaction, they ask you, oh, I'm going to do $100. And then they say, well, what's the highest transaction you might do? And they'll say, oh, I don't know, $3,000. That's $100 or $3,000. Man, that stuff goes into a computer. Now, are you going to have variations, little bits here and there? But then all of a sudden you did a $20,000 transaction. Wow. Way beyond those thresholds, right? So just like your bank, when you've got, say, maybe you got $10,000 rolling into your bank every single month, and all of a sudden you've got 150,000, boom, jump right into your account. The bank's going to go, well, hey, we just had a $150,000 wire into your account, and can you tell us a little bit more about that? Or your bank might hold it, and then you got to go and go, hey, dude, I need to, maybe figure out how to get my monies. Well, we saw that strange transaction. We didn't know if it was yours or not. Again, this is like banking stuff. I mean, everybody thinks that you can have a merchant account and just sign up with anybody under the sun, or, you go work with your bank, you go work with some dude, your brother, your cousin, some family member that you don't even know who the heck they're working with. You're just trusting them. And then they have a hold on your account because you've did some huge credit card transaction. You want to get paid so you could do your payroll. You got sales tax due. You got deliveries. Trying to run your business. Well, when you get hooked up with the wrong company, you can really, really get yourself in some deep water. I run into this all the time. People want the best rates because all they do is, what's your rate? What's your rate? What's your rate? I'm so sick of you asking me for what's my rate? What's my rate? We haven't told anybody what our rates are in so long because we're such a referral business. We've got clients that just call us up and go, hey, Joe told me to give you a ring. We're going to help. We need your help. I'm going to help. We're going to get you going where you need to be. They're like, wow. And you can, maybe even put some extra cash in my pocket. I go, that's the easiest thing we're going to do. But first, we got to solve this problem, this problem, this problem, this problem that you don't even realize that you have. So what you're doing now is you're setting up a merchant account. You give somebody the $100 average ticket, the $3,000, $1,000 highest average ticket. And the next thing you know, you've got these problems. Well, you can call us. We're going to be watching your account anyway, because that's what we do. We are professionals. We're not the average organization on the street. You've got so many idiots in our industry. And I'm saying idiots like emphatically because you're a business owner. You need to be working with professionals when it comes to your money. Would you run down to the guy on the corner that doesn't actually even mow his lawn and say, hey, I'm looking for some financial advice? Would you help me? The guy's not even taking care of his lawn. You think he's taking care of his money? Heck no. And you're just signing up with these people. It drives me absolutely insane. How about this one? I get this call a lot where somebody goes, hey, I had this guy come in. He said he could save me 50% of what I'm actually paying now. And I go, you need to get that guy out of your place. You need to kick him out right now and go, dude, you're a lying sack of you know what, because there ain't no way that somebody can actually do that. I mean, most people in our industry, they're just trying to make a sale. And when you have a $900,000, $22,412 transaction, and you get your money's held, man, that's a problem. And I'm going to tell you right now, that actually happened to one of our clients a few years ago. And the individual that we were having as a contact passed away. We called them up. They thought we were just some other company because what happens to a business owner? All day, we're getting the stupid warranty phone calls. Yeah, I want another one of those. Yeah, my car warranty is up. I'm going to sign up with you. What the heck kind of idiot is actually answering and saying, yeah, I want to work with you? Dude, stop, hang up on those people, damn it. Wasting our time, right? I just had one this morning. Actually, I told them I had a 72 Chevelle. They hang up right away. And that's what you should be doing. Anytime you get one of these stupid calls from these people, just hang right the heck up. And then, or tell them you got a 72 Chevelle. If we all just said we got a 72 Chevelle, they're going to realize we're just wasting their time now. But anyways, we'll get on a rant and rave on something like that another day. But your huge transaction that this organization did, this organization, when they did that transaction, the guy that actually was the contact passed away. We're calling up the company. And we're going, listen, we need to talk to you about this. We don't know who you are. They're hanging up. I finally got a hold of somebody. They go, oh, we're so sorry. We were starting to wonder if we were going to have a problem with that. And I said, get me this, get me that, get me this. And we're going to get it over to the right people so that we can get your funds released and you can do your transaction. That one went through really quickly. Sometimes it could take a day or two to get a hold of the right individual because what happens is big companies have a card that they've given. Even my executive assistant has a credit card. One of mine. It's from the company. She will take that card and buy stuff. Well, if she bought something that was expensive, that merchant had their funds held. They're not going to even talk to me, even though I'm the dude paying the bill. They're going to actually have to talk to her because she's the one that initiated the transaction. So this is why this stuff kind of takes a little bit to actually go through the system. They have to get a hold of the actual person that agreed to doing the transaction because it has their name on the card, not your next door neighbor, not me. It's her card. Of course, I could call up American Express and they would say, yeah, yeah, blah, blah, blah. But the actual merchant service provider, they're the ones that actually want to verify because they've got some risk department that you've got somebody that's, they think they're higher than almighty. They're like, oh, I work in the risk department. I'm going to hold up all these people's money until they call me or whatever. Man, those people drive me berserk all day long. I'm on a little rant and rave this morning, man. I'm loving what I do. I can't tell you. I'm not angry at the world. I'm not angry at you. I'm angry at the system. The people at these merchant service companies, they just hire people just like that. And right now, oh my God, with all this craziness that's going on in the world, man, they're trying to get bodies. These people, even more so. You need to Google the dude that's coming to your place. You need to check out his LinkedIn page. Was he working? There's nothing wrong with working at car dealers. I sold cars many years ago. But I'm going to tell you, if he was working at a car dealer last week, and right now, you know how many people are leaving car dealers? There's no cars to sell. They're looking for a new job. But everybody's still paying with credit cards, right? So now you got a whole bunch of influx of new merchant service dudes running around. They're not trained. They're saying, go out and say this, say this, say this, say this. Get them to sign. They sign. And then they go, listen, you don't even have to do any customer service, just like when you worked at the car dealer. We got a whole service department for that. Yeah, that's what happens. And you, the merchant, left holding the bag. And you're just signing up with anybody that comes off the street. Man, it's insane. As a business owner, you've got to really create relationships. You've got to have core relationships. If you're just signing up and going up and doing any banking, let's say you wanted to work with Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Chase, whatever. Great institutions, been here forever. They're just the same. They just hire people. Their body's sitting there. You think the CEO is going to walk into any branch and go, hey, you're doing a great job. Dude, you need a wake-up call. Life is not working like that. And life and working like that for business owners. You've got to figure out who the professionals are, who the experts are, and get a hold of them. You need to call one of your buddies and go, hey, listen, who do you use for your credit card processing? More times than none, you're going to hear, oh, man, I can't get a good company. Been switching. When you can get a good company, when you can get a good company like Swypit, and they're going to be there for you, you never have to switch. We're watching, making sure rate structures are correct. We're actually taking and making sure that you have the correct pricing structures. We had a client we signed up who was doing some different things a few weeks ago, and his SIC code was incorrectly keyed at the merchant service provider. And so he had a specific card that he was running, and that SIC code was not allowing the transaction to go through, was declining. And it was a long-time customer, and he just made the switch over to us. So I had to figure out what the heck happened. And I'll tell you, when you got an awesome executive assistant like mine, she immediately goes, hey, this happened before, remember? And I go, oh, yeah. She took that and was able to get the change done, and now the customer's working perfectly. Sometimes there's errors on our side that maybe nobody actually knows about. I told the customer, hey, guess what? There was an error in keying your actual SIC code, and I want to verify before I move things along. Are you good with this? And he goes, heck yeah. Oh my God, I'm so glad you checked on that, because even our old merchant service provider was having that issue. We didn't know. We found a problem that he was having with the old merchant service provider that we didn't know he was having. He didn't even mention it. He was just saying how he had declines. And I was like, that's weird. Maybe your merchant account wasn't set up properly. Well, it wasn't in many areas. So we found one other area, and he was able to keep that client. So this is what I'm talking about. When you've got a really large transaction and then the funds get held, you're going to want to talk to somebody that knows what they're doing. And if you get that happening to you and you call up the dude that signed you up and they no longer work there, it's, dude, hello, wake up call, ding, 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 ding. It's like a fire alarm. Find a new company. What the heck's wrong with you? You want to call the 800 number? Listen, right now, customer service is the worst. You call anything right now. Everything is going overseas. The people out there, they are just the worst sometimes. And then I don't have a problem with overseas stuff. I really don't. I love everything about how the world's working in many areas, but this one area for customer service, when I call up for whatever it is, I'm trying to get a hold of somebody to talk to them about my stuff, and I get somebody in a different country, the culture is different. While they have a script they're looking at, here's the guy says this, do this. Guy says, put them on hold. It's going. The reason they put you on hold is because they got to talk to somebody else to try and understand what the heck they got to do to fix something. It's insane. But if you've got the guy, the dude, the lady, and they've been there taking care of you for years, man, stick with them. Never switch. I mean, it is so hard to find the right people for things. I mean, it is insane right now. And it's only going to get worse. So you should be looking for organizations like Swypit to help you. Not only do we do merchant services, but we have connections. These are long-term relationships for things that you may need. So you can call us up and say, I need a plumber. I need an electrician. I need fish tank people. I need a financial planner. I need this guy that can help me with my tolls. Oh my gosh, it is unbelievable the amount of people we know. I have been doing this for so long that we have connections throughout the country for things that you want. And if I don't know them directly, personally, I'm one person away from them. That means I can get you all kinds of stuff. You want to write a book? Man, I can help you with writing a book. You want to do movies? You want to do TV? You want to do credit card processing? You want to do check services? You want ATMs? You need a plumber? I don't care where you're at. You need your house rebuilt? I know people for that. It's insane when you're working with professionals. I mean, serious professionals. These are the people that you just never let go of. You get them on your side. We have clients that call us, email us. Hey, I need this. I need that. Boom. I can find. I think I've been stumped once in the past 20-something years. And I can't remember what it was stumped about. It took me a little bit while, but we were able to figure it out. But now, that transaction that you're doing, that big, huge transaction, the reason the funds get held is because, and even right now, you may be having some tough times in your business, right? Everybody's having tough times in their business. And it comes in cyclical, you might have great months for great years, and then all of a sudden things go kind of, you got to pivot a little bit and figure out what maybe needs to be changed, because people don't change in their business. But let's just say you're trying to figure out what's going on, and you're a little, you can't get a loan, you can't get a credit line. The banks don't want to help you because they're kind of tight too. Your PPP loan just ran out, but you're still trying to get things going for you and your business. And what do? You whip out your credit card, right? And boom, swipe it, chip it, tapping it, whatever you're doing at your location. It's your own card. You got a $20,000, $50,000 limit. You just ran that through your own merchant service provider. Guess what? That's a big no-no. That's like murder in our industry. The card issuer doesn't want you money laundering, because that's exactly how they look at it. What you need to do is go to your bank and say, I need to do a cash advance. You take that cash and you put it into your bank account. That's how you have to do it. It'd be less for you anyways. I'm not saying you should do that. I'm saying last resort, never run your credit card through your own credit card, through your own merchant account. They will shut your ass down. I mean, they're gonna shut your merchant account off, because now not only are you looking like maybe you're hurting a little bit, which is okay. I mean, there's other ways to do this, right? I just told you. But in this case here, your own credit card, you could call up your card issuer after you've done that transaction and do a chargeback, and you get all your money back. Your own merchant service provider, not only are they not going to get the fees, and they got other probably clients calling and doing chargebacks from your merchant account, They're left they're left holding the bag, and you're just doing all the wrong stuff for business, right? You're like 1 foot out the door, you know, probably doing a cash advance too, right? So you got a cash advance happening. This merchant service provider, they know you've got a cash advance because they know that there's somebody else taking funds out before they deposit the funds. Listen, if you think that your merchant service provider doesn't know what you're doing, or banks don't know what you're doing, or your financial plan, listen, you can't hide anymore. Just run a business ethically. Run a business that you could be proud of. Otherwise, get out of business. You're making other people look bad. And it's aggravating to people that we are professionals in the business. If you want to work with professionals and you want to be a professional, then you got to run a business professionally. And if you're running a business professionally, you got to follow guidelines and follow everything. We've had people that the state of whatever state you're in, because the customer didn't pay their sales tax, they froze their bank account. And they call us up and they go, hey, I got to do a bank change. And we don't even know. Guess what? We actually find out because the state contacts us. You can't run. You can't hide. You got to do things that are ethical. And you know what? That's my phone ringing. I don't even know where my phone is. Hold on. Hey, guess what it is? It's a spam. It's spam. Look at that. Maybe we should answer it and see what they say. I don't know. Hello, this is Kevin. Hello? Hello? Nothing there. I don't get it. See, they don't even do anything. You get these spam calls all the time. I love to give them crap all the time. I do love pulling the hey, I answer really softly. I go, hello? And they go, yeah, is this Kevin? I go, yes, it is. And well, we'd like to come out and do a little check of your home. We think we can help you out with solar. And I go, that'd be great. You know why? Because I'd love to have solar on my house. And then they go, well, we'd like to come by. I said, well, it's going to be a little bit before I get there. And they said, well, when it's going to be? And I said, well, it could be 7 to 10 years. I haven't actually been on parole yet. And they're like, wait a minute, what? You're in jail? Yes, I'm in jail. And guess what? I'll be out in 7 to 10 years. And they go, well, how are you answering your phone? I go, this is jail. People smuggle stuff in. And I go, if you can, listen, I don't get to talk to too many people, but I'd love to know what's going on in the world. Can you tell me the latest headlines? It's all kinds of, I just want to waste their time as much as they're wasting mine. Anyway, I'm kind of rambling today. Listen, this is the goal. When you got a merchant service provider you can trust, you can now have somebody that's got your back. They're going to make sure that you've got the right variables. They're going to make adjustments to your accounts. You're going to work with a professional that's going to be able to help you be successful in your business with connections that they have. And we're going to take care of you. We want long-term relationships. If you know somebody that actually needs to get set up with a merchant service provider, you know somebody that needs help with their merchant account, maybe you or someone you know, please get a hold of us. We'll look over your current statements. We'll tell you where you're at. We'll even tell you to stay where you're at if you got great rates, great service. But if you just want to check it out, maybe you want to just, hey, maybe I should question this. Maybe I don't have a good deal. I mean, maybe some things changed you just don't know about. Maybe your current merchant service provider sold you to someone else and you don't know. That happens a lot in our business. So I'm telling you, get yourself a good company. Get yourself a professional. Trust, what is that? What else do we need to do there, Ryan? You got to like it. You got to share it. I need you to watch the Success Network. There's a lot of other great people out there that are professionals in their industry on the Success Network. And of course, Ryan's been running this going, when the heck is Kevin going to stop rambling? I'm here to tell you, work with a professional. My name is Kevin Hodes. I am a professional in this business, and we would love to help you. So I'll tell you what, it's the end of the show, and I want you to do this. I want you to do what you want to do when you want to do it.